So it's last day of offlaning with Skeleton Pope King. Well, he's not really a skeleton in this skin, is he? He's just like some dude with the big beard and a skeleton mask. Anyway, this is Leoric. This guy actually this game is not my most crowning achievement, so there are a lot of opportunities to really sit back and take a look at what makes this character tick, though, because there was a lot of really empty engages in this game that were predominantly my fault. So we'll get into that once the game starts, but this character does take a bit of understanding before you're really gonna know where he fits in team fights and a little bit in lane as well. Lane's a bit easier than team fighting, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, so let's hop into this bitch and see what the enemy team puts me through. Alright, dudes, we're on this map. I'm not a fan of this map, as I'm sure I've stated multiple times at this point, but it's Alterac. It's a thing. What I was thinking with Leo in this draft was that their front line, they're mostly health, right? A lot of Urel's health is coming from her sustain, and ETC's health pool is he's got a decent chunk of effective health from his armor. So Leo supplements our front line of Garrosh a little bit better, I think. Just got her. And he does bring a pretty substantial amount of wave clear to the table as well, which really helps on Alterac when you are back and forth from the objective, poking and prodding at the enemy teams, but you still need to be able to soak the at least the close lanes. So you should be able to walk over to them, hit them with your Q and an auto attack or two maybe, and then walk back to the fight. You do this with Neo Peasants, and my level 1 talent, I took the cooldown reduction and the heal on Skeletal Swing, which I just find the most consistent. The other two are okay. I really like the active heal for Leoric, especially if you know you're going to have a rough matchup. It's good to kind of bait trades and really make the enemy think they're doing good when maybe they're not doing so good. But against Urel specifically, Leoric doesn't do terrible. He does not win by any means. He's more difficult to gank than, say, like a Raynor, but Raynor's not an offlaner, and Leo does have to still kind of be aware of what's going on in the offlane, more so than I think Urel does, because she's got a bigger health bar at the end of the day, and even with all the damage that we can put onto her, we're still going to be more in danger or more susceptible to ganks. And then I do think that she is going to have a bigger impact in team fights later on. Not necessarily because she does anything inherently different, but she does have a lot easier time engaging, I think. Leo, you have to be a bit more cognizant of your engage with your E and your setup with Entomb, whereas Urel can just go in and go in and go in, and she doesn't have to care about anything else. But Leo is kind of dependent on his team and actually hitting skill shots to get damage. So, yeah, the game itself is a little bit more difficult for Leo, especially with the mana problems. So keep that in mind too when you're playing this hero. It's kind of good that the offlane has mana problems now that it didn't used to have when Urel was pre-nerfed like a couple patches ago, and Blaze was still doing the same thing, and like the two of them were just the titans of the off lane. Right now we're looking at the objective fight. There's only so much we're going to be able to do. KT is going to get free stacks from this no matter what because of his kit, and things are tough for us. So I just want to kind of stay on the back line, create some pressure, make sure that they're paying attention to me. They're really trying to go for the Deckard and the Grey Mane in our back line right now. So the more that I can drop them down with my E and kind of draw their attention, the better our back line is going to be. And then ultimately when we get our big timely Garrosh pull after the enemy team has lost a whole bunch of fucking health, ta-da, we're in good spot. But we are currently down on XP. I do have Neo Peasants, so I'm gonna, that was not necessary. I am gonna tap and get some mana. Oh man, top lane's gonna be pushed in. They're not soaking it either though, because I guess the objective is down here. Grey Mane probably making the right call to go do that, though I'm not entirely sure. Buddy, you gotta dodge. I'm dead here. Just super dead. Enemy team rotated. Grey Mane rotated way too far for that XP, and my ass got caught. So they capitalized on the position, but we're Leo at the end of the day. This is one of the best parts about Leo, is that you don't go back to the fucking fountain when you die. You can. I mean, it's not terribly a terrible idea sometimes, but now we're right back in the thick of things. I like that specifically about Leo on this map, but holy crap. Blowing up the Phoenix, getting all the damage down. Mephisto doing his damnedest as well. Garrosh with the friendly throw, making sure that we can get all of our abilities going, our auto attacks, and our Q. Nice and simple. Really, really good. Mephisto dropping all sorts of damage. Who is he? What number is he? He's got 27 stacks on his Q, so his cooldown reduction, his damage, his whole kit is coming online better. I believe he goes... I can't remember. The Karthus ult. What the fuck ever it's called. Oh, Consume Soul. Yeah, the ult that shares the name with the Gul'dan talent. I think Endurance of Hate would have been better. I got 3 people on me in the back right now. While I am trying to get this KT dead, I really got really close. But both KT and ETC are zoned right now, and those enemy health bars are getting really low. That Lucio healing is fucking annoying though. Both Mephisto and I using our abilities to be nice and safe while going in for crazy stupid engages. We don't have any mana left though, so let's fucking... are we really... I don't think this is a good idea on my own, because looking at my mana bar now, I know this is a dumb idea, and I'm going to have maybe 2 abilities out of this, which is not good. Even with maybe 1 or 2 globes picked up from clearing the lane, if I don't use an ability, I'm still only going to have half a bar. And that's not enough. So I should have gone back for a full mana bar. Probably could have netted ourselves a couple more kills, or at least had the ability to stay longer than I think we do. But I'm running out. We're going to get this building because this is how you're supposed to do the objective on this map. I know the snap reaction is to split the lanes like you would in Cursed Hollow to get as much XP and damage on the buildings as you can, but this objective works in a way that you want to group with it, get all the... Oh god. I should have entombed immediately there. I blocked DTC out, but that's not good enough. Yeah, he got really fucking lucky with that one. He's still gonna die, but so are we. We actually traded 2 for 1 there, which is not good for us at all. Well, 2 for 2, 2 for 3. I'm gonna be back in a second, but Phoenix is here to make these guys regret staying as well. Now I'm alive, so I can defend and peel for Deckard a little bit. Greymane, I don't know why Greymane turned around, to be fair. I thought he was out going through the top there. Garrosh is here for the peel as well. So it wasn't exactly textbook, but we did get a little bit of shit done. So that is going to be a theme for this game. One of the biggest areas of improvement that you are going to see that I need in this game specifically is team fighting with this character, and watching for cooldowns, making sure that I don't eat everything like I do. So I like to, it's the tank player in me that wants to just go the fuck in with Leoric, but you can't do that because he's just not a tank. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that Wraith Walk real early. But this is 5 people in the top lane. I was really looking for a way to entomb for Garrosh as he was running away, but he never went far enough to the right for me to use the entomb to block. So that was my thought process, and that's what got me killed. I should have just let him die and run away. Like, had I been on the right side of him, I think Lucio gets killed by the boss. Been on the right side of him, I could have put him in a box and given him a clear path. So maybe that was the better play. Enemy teams letting the boss go, or at least I believe that they are. Yeah, they're gone. We see the 4 of them in the middle lane right now, and we are on the verge of 13 here. Got the entomb on KT. He is dead. I am not sure. Does he have his stacks? He is fully stacked. His team was not paying attention enough to him right there to save his life. And this team fight is now going our way numbers-wise. We're looking for some extra kills, but it didn't happen. Now we can run off to the objective and at least get things started. KT is going to be back in time to contest it. We did not rotate fast enough to the objective, so now the enemy team can take a 4 versus 4 with KT back soonish, and our players have to go back. They have to go back. Doesn't mean that they will, but they should. So what you're seeing here is me trying to use my Wraith Walk to reduce damage with the level 13 talent. I'll be honest with you, I never really noticed that it's happening. I know it does. I know it's helping. But as far as a good indicator of it, I couldn't tell you. The team fights and the chokes, though, are going to go really, really good for us no matter what. Just because of Mephisto's Git, Greymane's got plenty of damage with his cocktail for the AoE, and obviously Deckard's spells work super good in the choke too. It's the team fights that get out in the open, like near the objective middle ground, that are really, really going to fuck shit up for us. Which is something you'll probably be keen to as the game goes on. The team fights do go downhill from here, so keep an eye on my positioning specifically in relation to my team, and you'll see what not to do. I just want to go ahead and pop the Wraith Walk early because there are, I believe that is 4 people in the top lane right now. No, it's 3 people. Yeah, so we need to rotate down. We need to leave that building. Bottom is pushing decent. We're getting the keep here. Not that the keep is specifically great, on this map, because it's just like, don't, holy Jesus, he's got this fucking mosh pit. I whiffed my Entomb, and now I'm going to die, because I was split off really far from my team, my damage dealers. Everybody on my team is full health, including my tank, by the way. So, there's that. So basically at this point I'm just providing vision, taking a look, seeing what I can see as a dead person, and giving my team as much free information as possible. This is something you always have to be doing with this character. This is part of his kit. It is incredibly important. Don't AFK as Leoric. Even if you're dead, you gotta be doing something. And I just woke up into that. Holy crap. That fucking mosh pit. The enemy team was prepared for that. I just came back. I just came back to life and away. Please, space go, lady. Let me go. And I'm gone. We lost Mephisto. Yeah. That could be. That could have been worse. We managed to live, even though we're Leoric and deaths don't mean as much. You still don't want to die and give the enemy team free XP, especially when you're in the lead. So, I'm going to go down here and try to help Deckard out. He's trying to save that building. I don't think it is possible to save that building. There is 4 people on the enemy team, and we still have Mephisto dead. He went full Q build. Oh, shit. As far as I'm aware, there's some variation to the normal Mephisto build, so I don't know if that's right. Getting my shit rocked here. I am going in complete kamikaze. My team was just not behind me. It was a really stupid decision on my part, because I didn't look backwards. I'm not sure why Garrosh was behind Greymane, to be honest, but it wasn't really his fault, because there shouldn't have been any point to going in. That was a really good friendly throw by the Garrosh, and a really, really good unstoppable by him as well. Durell popping her ability, Lucio popping his ability. She lives because, I mean, heroics. So, what are you gonna do? We didn't lose anybody beyond me in that engage, though. So now that I am back, I have Entomb up because it's a really short cooldown, and I want to go in. But what I failed to understand is that we blew 4 ults prior to. So even though I can put KT in a box there, it doesn't mean anything because my team can't put damage on him and Lucio enough that it matters. So I just went in and killed myself for nothing, and KT actually pulled me out anyway, which was super smart play on his side. And enemy team just gets lots and lots and lots of shit for free on that because of my dumbass engage. And that's not going to be the last time that happens. I go complete tunnel vision for KT here because I think he is the biggest source of damage for them, which in fact he is, but only by 5,000. So I didn't want to put my Entomb on Phoenix because he can just pop out of it. ETC can slide through me out of it. Uriel can jump over it. And the only person that can't really get out of it, I think, is Lucio. Unless he has that talent. Which I don't believe he does. But I don't know enough about his kit to recognize it from the thumbnail. So I'm just assuming my targets are KT and Lucio. But KT's just such an important target. Honestly, he puts down stupid amounts of CC. And his burst combo, I mean, it's killing me. And I am Bruiser with 5,000 health, so We are down 20 at the moment. Enemy team has the objective. Luckily, the lanes are pushed, so even if they do decide to come in on this bottom lane, we don't have to respond to the top and the middle lanes just yet. And we do have that middle camp helping to de-push the objective there. We've got a fort in the top lane too, so we're looking real pretty on the other lanes. We just need to be able to clear this. That was me hoping I don't get chained and going unstoppable preemptively to make sure that we don't. The objective's not going to get the keep here. The middle objective's not going to get anywhere near us. Top objective still has to go through a fort, so we're going to have plenty of time. I'm looking for 20 right now. I want to go down to the bottom and push this lane up to get the XP. Swing, swing, swing. Right now, the middle lane has a fuck bucket of XP for us as well. So losing that top fort again, not that big a deal, but catching the soak from it and making sure the objective doesn't get anything else for free, pretty important. There we go. That was just me getting as much of the XP as I could quickly, and then making sure that I didn't get hit by any random CC with my Wraith Walk. At level 20, I took the Buried Alive. Make sure that anybody in the box does not have the opportunity to get out with the silence, even though it does decrease the duration. But that becomes an incredible engage at level 20. So level 10, it's good, but level 20, it is ungodly. I'm really aggressive here, but I'm kind of noticing that my team's not quite ready to go in, so we are peeling it back a little bit. Mephisto getting some poke. Honestly, this... Put him in the box. ETC's in the box too. Lucio was not in the box, so he was able to get his shield off, keeping ETC alive. We're still alive here. I am waiting for the mosh pit. It's not happening yet. I just want to peel back at this point because we lost someone, but they didn't because KT hit the respawn button. Oh, Greymane, so close, so close. He's looking for the kills. I was looking for the kills. I just need to leave. And I got killed by Arsenal Synergy. Or no, I got killed by... Oh, wait a minute. You got killed by KT? No, I didn't get killed by KT. 2,300 damage from auto attacks. That's fucking nuts. Absolutely insane. I am 0-7 right now. But I am putting out about 50,000 damage. Well, which is about where I need to be as a bruiser. And as Leo, I mean, the deaths don't matter as much. Still providing that vision, still providing the slow for our team. We're 21 into 20. I am going to be up shortly. Mephisto is going to be up shortly thereafter, but he's going to take some time to actually run over here because he's not a spooky ghost like me. We don't want to get caught, but this engage was just too good, and then we got baited and destroyed. Got absolutely 100% baited by that clump, and now we just gotta hope that our damage dealers can defend. Really unfortunate. Mephisto didn't have his ult up there either, so nothing he could do to help us out from where he was at. Oh, that sucks. Had the Entomb caught more people, I think it only caught 2. So there was still plenty of ability on the enemy team to counter-engage on us. Phoenix immediately dead thanks to our amazing Greymane player. And then got the Entomb on the back end there, trying to dodge all the fucking KT shit. Doing nice ass stuff. We lost the keep here, but at the same time, like, who cares? again, middle and top are pushed back enough that we have enough time to respond to them. And the core regens fucking health, because that was such a smart idea. So, even if the objective pushes up to the core, the one that made it, all it needs is Garrosh to defend, because fucking core's gonna get all that health back later on because the enemy team is too dead to do anything about it for a decent amount of time. And then we're gonna get the defense on the top. Keep our keep up. Keep our keep up. Keepies. The keep's gonna be safe. We're looking at the boss. Enemy team still has 2 people dead, and I think we have enough damage with our Greymane, our Mephisto, and myself to clear this up. We also have the bottomless flask, or bottomless potions. Why did I say flask? Is that something somewhere? Anyway. Garrosh was doing his best to anchor. I'm not sure why he didn't throw Phoenix. I'm also not sure why my team isn't breaking off of the boss. He threw me over here. I'm not entirely sure why. Greymane is up there. Oh, where's Greymane? Greymane died? No. Where the fuck is he? I don't want to see Mephisto. Jesus Christ. I couldn't figure out which button he was. We're gonna go back though. Gonna go a little further back. There we go. So this guy and his positioning right now are impeccable. He did not take any damage from the poke war that myself and Garrosh ate, and he is just gonna sit on this point like a motherfucker. Last stand with the Urel, killing the fucking KT, the ETC, honestly just cleaning everything up. So he was so smart to stay away from the initial engage and make sure that he was ready to man mode all over those there we are, all over those bitches when they go in for the kamikaze boss point hold, which is pretty bad in unranked and QM, and like everybody's reaction is just stand on the point. I gotta get out of the point. I'm just providing vision again, getting my death timer back from the Lucio there, and now there are still 3 people dead on the enemy team. We've got a lot pushing in here for us, so things are looking up. Garrosh is back in the base. He is headed back to join this fight. ETC gets his shit rocked by the boss. Can't do anything about that boss stun. And then I was hoping we'd get the kill from the Entomb, but didn't manage it. And the boss dies, or the boss kills the core with some assistance from the creeps and all of our damage, and then that game's over. So I know it was incredibly anticlimactic, so I apologize for that, but there were a lot of learning opportunities in that match, specifically with Leo being a decent frontliner, a bruiser, but also being not healthy enough to just face engage like Garrosh or ETC or even Urel can. So being cognizant of your team's position and knowing where you're at and what you can do is very, very, very important on this character. So keep that in mind. The lane itself is a bit easier because all you gotta do is swing your mace and clear the objective and do things. But team fighting is a bit more nuanced. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Let me know if you got anything from it. Let me know if you saw anything that I didn't. Do them YouTube things if you're feeling like it. But if you liked it, thank you. I appreciate that. Otherwise, have a spooky day.